Sister spouses fans angry over earthy colored's phony love, lying from the start. As of late, sister spouses fans communicated how furious they are that the Browns have hauled watchers along for quite a long time. A few fans are furious over the Browns' phony romantic tale as they see they have been misleading fans from the beginning. Sister spouses shows a totally different family now. For certain, the sister spouses earthy colored family that was presented in 2010 is a far unexpected one in comparison to the family fans right now observe in 2025. To start with, Kody Brown and his three spouses at that point, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown were ready to show America why individuals pick polygamy. In spite of the fact that it is an unfamiliar idea for the overwhelming majority conventional monogamous families, the Browns offered their romantic tale to tender loving care. Since, obviously, more individuals rises to more very much want to spread. They even let fans perceive how they sought and got another spouse, Robin Brown, and her three children, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. Be that as it may, fans see through the phony love and accept everything unquestionably revolved around the paycheck. Fans incensed over earthy colored's phony love and lying from the start. On Reddit, a few sister spouses fans examined that Kody Brown doesn't get it. A client thinks Kody is undercutting himself. While he conceded that three of his spouses, Mary, Janelle, and Christine earthy colored lost confidence in him, he doesn't see his activities were the explanation. They don't see him as commendable. Besides, the client makes sense of there are a lot multiple ladies on the planet who have concluded he isn't commendable. Gracious my statement. Kody, an entire universe of ladies have concluded you are by no means worth the effort. One client brings up that Mary, Janelle, and Christine were the ones who changed. The spouses transformed, he didn't. He was consistently egotistical and consideration-chasing. Continuously, and the OG3 not just obliged it, and, in their own particular manner, supported it, because, polygamy. Another sister spouses watcher answers, it irritates me how they were offering their adoration and satisfactions to the crowd and presently they are being honest about the difficulties. I comprehend the reason why they made it happen, yet it annoys me that they got it done and were misleading us from the beginning. Presently, they are circulating their filthy clothing in spite of the fact that we saw fights in the texture from watching the show. I concur that they were offering a lie to us. Why did the ladies stay? Albeit the maltreatment appears glaringly evident to numerous spectators, the Browns were brought up in a culture that slanted their points of view. Notwithstanding, some sister spouses fans contemplated whether it was more similar to the bubbled frog hypothesis. Rather than Mary, Janelle, and Christine seeing reality with regards to Robin and Kody Brown, it was gradually occurring around them. Assuming it had been horrendous all along, they could have simply hopped out, yet it was steadily more regrettable and more terrible until they were cooked. Yet others don't think the Browns are genuinely spilling much tea this season. While they might be lying, they appear to have forever been known for her dynamic character and novel way to deal with life. As a mother to Avalon Asa Padrone, she has been sharing endearing looks into her life as a parent, displaying the world through the eyes of her young girl. Fans have fallen head over heels for Avalon's charming minutes and Mykelti's genuine nurturing venture. This viewpoint offers a new, healthy gander at life outside the perplexing elements of the earthy-colored family. Another part for Mykelti. Since pulling back from the spotlight of sister spouses, Mykelti has cut out her own way. Hitched to Tony Padrone and presently a mother to Avalon, she is carrying on with a daily existence that feels completely different from the show of her folks' plural marriage. Center around family, Mykelti has shared how her needs moved after Avalon's introduction to the world. Her web-based entertainment posts frequently mirror the delight she carves out in enjoying opportunity with her girl and spouse, constructing a groundwork of affection and backing for their developing family. Making new practices, not at all like her childhood in a polygamous family, Mykelti has embraced a more conventional family structure. She much of the time examines the significance of establishing a stable and sustaining climate for Avalon. Seeing the world through Avalon's eyes. Mykelti's web-based entertainment presence has turned into a goldmine of cute minutes highlighting Avalon. Whether it's commending achievements, investigating the outside, or essentially appreciating calm family minutes, Mykelti catches Avalon's interested and euphoric perspective on the world. Achievement minutes. Mykelti frequently shares refreshes on Avalon's development and improvement, enchanting fans with her accomplishments. From Avalon's most memorable words to her initial steps, Mykelti has recorded these achievements with satisfaction. Fans love perceiving how Avalon's character is beginning to sparkle, with Mykelti taking note of her little girl's interested, gutsy soul. Mykelti has likewise underscored the significance of celebrating even the littlest accomplishments, a mentality that reverberates with guardians all over. Undertakings and investigation. Mykelti's posts frequently feature Avalon's undertakings, whether it's an outing to the recreation area, a family excursion, or essentially investigating their lawn. Nature devotee, Mykelti habitually shares photographs of Avalon partaking in the outside, from picking blossoms to playing in the snow. These minutes mirror Mykelti's longing to impart an affection for nature in her girl. Straightforward delights. Avalon's interest with regular items, similar to a butterfly or a puddle, helps fans to remember the excellence in life's little ponders. Real nurturing minutes. Mykelti won't hesitate to show the less fabulous side of nurturing. She frequently shares real-to-life tales about restless evenings, muddled feasts, and the difficulties of adjusting work and parenthood. Fans value her genuineness and appeal, noticing that it is so reviving to see somebody from the earthy-colored family embracing a grounded way to deal with life. Mykelti's posts frequently incorporate guidance and consolation for different guardians, making a steady internet-based local area. Avalon's relationship with the earthy-colored family. While Mykelti has limited any association with a large part of the show encompassing the earthy-colored family, she stays near her mom, Christine, and has encouraged a caring connection among Avalon and her grandma. Christine's job as grandmother. Christine is much of the time highlighted in Mykelti's updates, hovering over Avalon and embracing her new job as a grandma. The connection among Christine and Avalon is inspiring and a brilliant spot in the midst of the family's difficulties. Restricted connection with Kody. Mykelti has not avoided talking about her stressed relationship with Kody. Subsequently, Avalon's communications with her granddad have been insignificant, mirroring Mykelti's choice to focus on sound, positive connections for her girl. Fans' responses to Mykelti's nurturing excursion. The Sister Spouses fan base has come together for Mykelti, adulating her for the way she's raising Avalon. Many see her as a good example for splitting away from the intricacies of the earthy-colored family and making a daily existence loaded up with affection and expectation. Positive criticism. Fans frequently remark on Mykelti's posts, sharing their esteem for her nurturing style and the satisfaction Avalon radiates in each photograph. Motivation for different guardians. Mykelti's posts have roused different guardians to embrace a comparable viewpoint, zeroing in on the delights of being a parent and the significance of family. The master plan. Mykelti's choice to show the world through Avalon's eyes is a demonstration of her flexibility and assurance to make a superior life for her loved ones. By sharing these brief looks into her life, she offers a reviving contrast to the show and pressure that frequently rules Sister Spouses. Her process mirrors the more extensive topics of development and recuperating inside the earthy-colored family, especially for Christine and her kids. As Mykelti keeps on sharing Avalon's undertakings, fans can anticipate additional inspiring minutes and bits of knowledge into the existence she's structure. Might you want to investigate Mykelti's relationship with other earthy-colored One inquiry regularly emerges among watchers: where did all the cash go? Throughout the long term, the Browns have depicted a daily existence loaded up with huge homes, cross-country moves, and enterprising endeavors, all while exploring the monetary difficulties of supporting an enormous plural family. Be that as it may, with the family's monetary battles turning into a repetitive subject on the show, fans are left considering the way in which the Browns wound up in such an unsafe circumstance. The Browns' revenue sources. The Browns have had different types of revenue throughout the long term, however, the intricacy of dealing with a huge family and their undertaking seems to have caused significant damage. Attention pay. As stars of Sister Spouses, the Browns purportedly procure a critical sum for each episode. While careful figures change, Unscripted television families frequently procure somewhere in the range of $25,000 to $50,000 per episode. Given the show's for some time run, this ought to have been a significant revenue source. Be that as it may, the cash procured from the show must be split between Kody, his 4 spouses, and their numerous youngsters, fundamentally weakening its effect. Land adventures. Throughout the long term, the family has put vigorously in land, from their homes in Las Vegas to their disputable move to Flagstaff, Arizona. In Flagstaff, they bought a rambling real estate parcel known as Coyote Pass, with plans to construct custom homes for every spouse. Be that as it may, postponements, conflicts, and monetary strain have left the property lacking, tying up a critical part of their assets. Business attempts. Every spouse has fiddled with pioneering adventures, like Mary's overnight boarding house business, Lizzie's legacy hotel, and Robin's adornments organization, My Sister Wife's storage room. In spite of these endeavors, a considerable lot of these endeavors have battled to get some decent forward momentum, and fans estimate that the privately owned company's poor person been sufficiently rewarding to support their way of life. Individual pay. Janelle has reliably worked external to home, getting extra pay through her corporate work and later as a well-being mentor. Christine and Mary have additionally created pay through free endeavors like selling LuLaRoe clothing. High costs. In spite of their numerous revenue sources, the Browns have confronted massive costs that seem to have offset their profit. Lodging expenses. Supporting 4 families has been a significant monetary weight. In Las Vegas, every spouse had her own huge home, and the transition to Flagstaff required buying new properties and paying for impermanent rentals. The choice to purchase Coyote Pass has left the family with contract installments on lacking area, adding to their monetary strain. Bringing up kids. With 18 kids, the Browns have confronted gigantic expenses for food, apparel, medical services, and schooling. A few of the youngsters have gone to school, further adding to the monetary tension. Legitimate and reception expenses. Kody's legitimate separation from Mary and resulting union with Robin, which permitted him to take on her 3 youngsters from a past relationship, possible caused lawful charges and different expenses. Way of life decisions. The Browns have been reprimanded for keeping a way of life that a few watchers see as luxurious. From excursions to huge-scope festivities, fans have addressed whether the family has maintained an unrealistic lifestyle. The effect of the transition to Flagstaff. The family's 2018 move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff denoted a defining moment in their monetary battles. Lacking area, the choice to buy Coyote Pass was at first seen as a new beginning, however years after the fact, the land stays lacking, with mounting costs and no unmistakable arrangement for finishing. Conflicts among the spouses. The move exacerbated pressures among the wives, especially as they differ over how to distribute assets for building homes. Monetary aftermath. The Browns have conceded on the show that they have battled to stay aware of home loan installments, driving fans to scrutinize the inside of their monetary choices. Fan theory about missing cash. The family's monetary misfortunes have prompted boundless hypotheses among fans about where the cash went. Probably the most well-known hypotheses include fumble. Fans accept the Browns might have fumbled their funds, burning through cash on superfluous extravagances or neglecting to anticipate what's to come. Pundits have highlighted Kody's authority, recommending that his choices have focused on momentary objectives over long-haul security. Robin's job. Many fans fault Robin for the family's monetary battles, referring to Kody's clear preference toward her. The acquisition of Robin's costly home in Flagstaff, notwithstanding the family's monetary difficulties, has been a specific disputed matter. Business disappointments. Watchers have estimated that bombed undertakings, especially My Sister Wife's storage room, may have depleted assets without producing critical returns. Show-related expenses. A few fans keep thinking about whether the expense of keeping a public picture for the show, including travel, closet, and creation-related costs, has added to their monetary troubles. Straightforwardness on the show. While the Browns have been real about their battles on sister spouses, they have not given an itemized breakdown of their funds, passing on fans to fill in the holes. Watchers' disappointment. Many fans have communicated dissatisfaction with the absence of straightforwardness, contending that the family owes watchers more understanding given the show's attention on their lives. Calls for responsibility. A few watchers accept the Browns ought to take more noteworthy responsibility for their monetary choices, and give reports on their arrangements to determine their cash inconveniences. The eventual fate of the earthy-colored family. With Christine leaving the family, Janelle turning out to be progressively autonomous, and Mary zeroing in on her own endeavors, the Browns' monetary future remaining parts questionable. Fans are especially intrigued by whether the family will at last foster Coyote Pass or on the other hand assuming that they will be compelled to sell the land and cut back further. As Sister Spouses proceeds, watchers will without a doubt watch out for the Browns' funds, anxious to see whether they can make something happen or on the other hand in the event that their monetary battles will keep on eclipsing their lives. Might you want to investigate explicit monetary minutes from the show or jump further into individual undertakings?